welcome in another episode of the Inside of Things show. Today we have a really special guest because for the very first time we have Kuba. Kuba, can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, so I'm Jakub Waliszewski and I'm a senior Azure Cloud engineer in TTPSC. I'm responsibility for our main customers for right now from Scandinavia. And my roles is almost like split, so 50% I focus like cloud architect, so I design what everyone customer wants, so I draw in architectures and prepare design into that, and 50% is just like typical engineering work, so like build, created, release the platform, because I'm operating only on Azure Microsoft Azure Cloud solution. So mostly that's it, right? But of course, not maybe just like, because I try common to job to position like architect and engineer, but also for our customers like consultant. So.
So I can say that you are one-man army, and it's really good because today I really wanted to talk a little bit about the DevOps.
Yeah.
And by a lot of people, DevOps engineer is such one-man army. Okay, so to be on the same page, can you explain what does it mean to be a DevOps engineer in your opinion, from your experience?
Yeah. Okay. So for me, we have right now is two different name for this sentence: DevOps methodology. And other guys say DevOps tool engineers.
Yes.
In my opinion, DevOps is not tool, because DevOps. I'm from this person, guys, who think that DevOps is methodology, something like group rules. For example, continuous integration, continuous deliver. So you have dedicated methodology. You need to know you have dedicated rules. What should be which this methodology DevOps? How should you release your process of the design software? The release software, something like that. So for me, DevOps is not tools.
Yeah.
So if someone to say, Jacob, DevOps is tool, no, sorry, man, but it's not true. DevOps is okay. Right now we have official services, for example, Azure DevOps, but it's still of the main name.
Only the name of the
exactly, yeah. Because it's very popular, famous marketing name. So that's why you have DevOps engineer job title. You have DevOps services, Azure DevOps. In my opinion, it's just a methodology, some group of rules. What should you implementation in your project? How? Because DevOps is like it's common developers and operation guy.
Yeah.
So that way someone designed this methodology to implementation for all these things faster and improve your release application for customer.
Yeah. So you can also say that this is the whole culture in the organization, to be a DevOps organization. So this is the set of the mind that we follow this path. Okay, we don't do things manually, we automate and so on and so on. Okay, cool.
It's main idea DevOps is automate everything what you can do.
Yeah,
something like
pretty much. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so we are mostly focused in our community around the IoT or in the IoT. So I'm sure that you participated in some IoT projects. I know that because we know each other. Yeah. So if you can explain to our friends how the DevOps role looks like in the IoT projects. So what actually you are doing there?
Well, for me, it's not different between IoT or, for example, platform as a service application if you want to release or you want to build, or for classic infrastructure as a code. Because still we keep the same process, build, release your program. So it's very similar. Of course, we can have different tasks, different value in the first part, continuous integration, what we call build. It's different. It can be different tasks, different steps. For if we want to go deeper to some application like .NET, Vue.js or Java, is different script. In the release, you have different level because maybe your application, for example, if we talk about IoT, for example, IoT Edge. So it's application which connection to any device, or you want to change something because still we keep some software. We operate on software, right? Okay, it's service, but still we need to focus on operating on this code because you want to change something, you want to improve your application, you want to normal developers do a lot changes. Okay, we create full process pipeline, we create builds, and we create release continuous deployment, but it's called release, so never mind. So, and we can in the implementation build in the task step by step what you want to change in your IT devices. For example, IT Edge. So for me, it's just different in the services which one you use in your with your task in build or release. Because I don't think so. I don't think that should be different CI/CD for IT. It's very smart. Still, we operate in code.
Okay.
Software is the same.
Exactly.
Just only view. Okay. It's view different classes, but still we mean main name code.
Yeah, I think that the accents are in the different places. Yeah, so
Exactly.
In IoT we are focusing on the retrieving the data. Yeah, so data ingestion and so on. So we need to focus on that. Then on the storage and then so on and so on.
Exactly. Maybe you can only focus on the small application one only device, or you have very large environment and you want which is scalability for few regions in your world. Then you can create step by step. For example, with declarative this step Europe, second declarative is for example USA, and you can check everything. Plus, of course, from DevOps you can test everything before you want to release, because okay, you change something code, but you want to check for example automated code test if everything's okay for logins, logouts, reference token, etc. So you can simulate test before push the release. So yeah, it's
so for sure it makes things faster than if we will do this manually. Yeah,
exactly.
So what are the other values? What is the word that basically you can add as a DevOps engineer to the project? So what is the benefit?
Benefit for improve your performance, improve changes in code. It's more because on the same repository, on the same code can work 20, 50, 100%. Of course, we more technical, we can split on the branches, etc. But overview, improvement, deliver any changes in code to production or test to your customer. Because before it's something like it exists like DevOps or the DevOps service or Jenkins or Bitbucket or something like that, and changes go by manually. So the developers need to think, create code, change something code, commit, push to application. Of course, manual build package, put the code. It's take a long time.
Yes.
Now developers can only focus on your code, and everything's going automatically by triggers. So, for my opinion, improvement and it delivers to your.
For sure. And what would the solution that is delivered reliability in example? Can you affect that somehow by define this high availability strategy and then so on?
Yes, of course. For example. You push some that by back the same okay, but if you
connected,
it's good. Everything is connected. So if you change something in your region, and it will be problem, but maybe this new feature broke in your environment, and after a few minutes you got any information, so your production is down. Your customer is angry. Oh guys, what's going on with our application? In the same moment, you can build new environment by Azure DevOps, the new region. So you just press the button, release the new environment. Of course, you need to have declarative before that.
Yeah.
So you have backup in the CID, and in 3 minutes, your environment is ready on the second region, and your application is back to normal.
I think it can be automated even.
Exactly.
If some region goes down, it's not responsive, and you can check it.
Okay, yeah. That's why we call it high availability.
Yeah.
But of course, the second name is disaster recovery.
Yes.
This is because a lot of people mix it. Okay, we want to have a high availability and disaster recovery. No, it's different. Different thing.
Yes.
So disaster recovery is mostly related to backups. If your region, for example, good situation was last 2020 in March when this whole situation with COVID began, and few regions in Europe, France, Center or North West Europe, and of course you have a lower version subscription, and you have set schedule like start, stop virtual machine or your application because you want to save your money, and next day you back to work and you see all your services not running. What's going on? Problem is because government has an agreement with Azure that they have priority first. If there will be some problem with government like health or etc., they can take this whole resource from your data center, and that's why you in this moment you can press button one disaster recovery to second region and your application goes back up. High availability is different mindset because, for example, we have application is hosted on Europe and Europe or USA, and your customer going to application for example from Amsterdam or from London and log into application in Europe. Okay, but it can maybe you want to create application in London. So it's this high availability. If your application will be some problem, you will be automatically directly. You don't need to change something. You will be automatically forward to this first close region in your city.
So it's like balancing between multiple environments.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So that's why you have high availability, which of course we can mix high availability with disaster recovery because it's common services, but it's different.
Okay.
For example, I built application for my customers in Tanzania where we built in two regions, USA and Europe. So it's operation the same database application, but in the second region. So and this application are connection by failover or something like that. And this is called high availability.
Okay. Well, it's really.
Sorry, I'm back. The IoT hub, for example, you have some machines which generate a lot of data. And for example, your customer is sitting in Spain, and you have some, for example, some device sending data to the cloud. Okay, if you don't have a high availability, you have one service in one region, for example, as you. In high availability, you can create this each high hubs per region. So you can create Spain to be new data center, France, etc. And you can create policy rules that this data will be sending to the first closer region what this machine stay.
Of course.
So
DPS.
Exactly. DPS.
with geolocation algorithm. Exactly. Yes, and you have a great improvement on the latency.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Okay, please tell me. Is it hard to be a DevOps engineer, to start being? In example, you are the student, you start to study computer science, and such guy listening to us right now, is it hard to start being DevOps engineer?
It's not hard, but you cannot. You need to take time because it's not. You cannot be a DevOps engineer after 1-2 weeks. It's okay. You can go to some course or online learning something like that, and to learn something new feature or something new service how build. But it's because right now we have open for all technology. You can open Google and find any course what you want to have. You pay any half. But in my opinion, mostly it's different in your head because you need. If you want to be good, you want to be good. If you want to be good DevOps engineer with good knowledge, experience, you need to learn on project. It's different mindset. Okay, you can beat how many you want to 3, 4 projects for your user. Okay, but it's not the same like work for customer in project. It's different because if you need to know, be sure exactly which services or how implementation and if you feature to production, because in your place you're working on for you, but what you build for customer is used by 1, 2, 3 millions customers, users on inputs.
Yeah.
So it's different. You need to be sure.
So it's like with being an architect. You see, there's no single certificate that will make you an architect. No single course that will make you an architect. You need to participate in the project. You need to fail, you need to win, you need to see this solution, you need to work with this guy, and this guy to check what is the best angle to see the problems. Yeah.
You need to practice.
Practice.
Exactly. So maybe it's wrong to say, but you need to practice on production or on test or something like that.
Yeah.
You will never learn something new if you will be training only on your local project. No, only before. If you when you want implementation and change in production, you 3 or double more you will think about it before your implementation, because okay, I'm sure this application will be okay, and you check it, and that's why you're getting all knowledge, experience, and then you will be sure 100% sure architect or engineer. But practice for customer. Okay, I know it's very poor situation which started like junior, because everyone I was the junior, you was you were the junior, so but practice learning new things, and most of them how you works with your team. You can work you cannot be alone. You need to know that you work with teamwork. So like team works mindset.
Yeah.
Because you need to know. I know that you help me with one case, because nobody can have everything. Not possible. Yeah. You're strong with one case, I'm strong with 7. So we need to come on this knowledge, and then we build something amazing.
Yeah, that's true. IT is so wide that there are no experts that cover this.
Exactly.
This is the very good thought, and we leave our friends with that thought. Thank you for joining us, for being with us in this episode, and hope to see you very soon in the next episode of the Inside of Things show. Thank you and see you.
Thank you.